news here.
Yeah, to say the least. I mean, you want to say good ass Tekken. We are watching the best ass Tekken I've ever seen here at Breakout. And again, it's crazy that the quality of these matches keep getting higher and higher and higher each and every week that we show up here. So I'm just excited to finish this off because I just know the next week's going to be even crazier and the one following that is going to be even better.
Be crazier. So. Who knows? Maybe next year Breakout Series. Oh, also Cat. Who knows? Maybe next year Breakout Series, offline tournament possibly. It would be cool, but moving on from that, it is going to be a Dragon Optimus Prime.
Oh man, new Optimus Prime skin in Overwatch. For those who want to pick it up,
I don't have $20 for that, my G.
I mean, really, it's crazy.
I'm broke.
Money match to you, bro. Dude, these guys are just poking. What the hell is going on? What's in the water today?
It is that low parry right into the wall. I never noticed getting hit into the wall against these trees. A little coconut falls from the top. That's a good little detail I never thought to point out. Machine Gun Wizzy just losing that poke game. Loses one thus far. JoeCrush up by 1.
Looking good. Again, Joe just really knows how to slow down the game. Wow, I don't know if he's trying to do a down forward 2 right there or what, but that's what I'm talking about. He really knows how to mix up the game to whether he wants to play full aggression or if he just wants to play poke. Because again, he's playing what Wizzy's trying to do right now and just abusing him for the forward 3-1. Caught you pressing, no duck. Youch.
Yeah, and back into that sunset background, which is really pretty to watch, but I imagine if you're either one of these players not even paying attention to any of that, the game just back on the high. Into again coming in from JoeCrush. Well, he's just flexing the robotic muscles and just, I swear, the pinwheel punches. You can't ask for any better Jack 8 play than this.
Wall running. Oh, he tried to do the back 1+2. That would have connected. He would have used heat for sure. Back 4-3 maybe. He's trying to bait out the Rage Art. Nice break on the 1+2 throw. That is launch punishable.
Again.
Not that one. But he gets the back 4-3. Is he going to spend Rage? Obviously not going to kill, but he wants to put him as low as possible.
Oh,
that will kill. Never mind. I'm just kidding.
See, that's what I love to see. The Dragunov combo straight into Rage Art. And for anyone wondering, hey, what do I do after, before my Rage Art and at least trying to get this kill? Perfect example of this. You better string the living hell out of whatever you're trying to figure out and end with it. Just don't pop it raw. Which sounds wrong now that I think about it. I just said that. You know what? Leapfrog,
that is a mega pause.
Yeah, I'm aware. I realize it now. They need to revoke my credentials. I don't think I want to commentate anymore.
Ooh, 1-2-1 counter hit. Finds the wall splat. While running 4 at the wall. Surprising use heat there. 1-2-1 again. Finding the counter hit. This dude is crazy good with calling out that counter hit. But just like that, I mean, that was a quick 2 rounds from JoeCrush. Quick 2 rounds back for Wizzy. Making the adjustments in real time. Low parries it down 2.
Parry launches forward, just waiting on Wizzy to just stand back up that overhead. Countered, but that is going to be the counter coming in from JoeCrush and at least take a little bit of chip damage against Wizzy here.
He tried to call out a duck right there, try to go for the crouch throw, but it was just a sidestep down forward 2 for Wizzy. Gonna go into heat as well. Keep that pressure going. Thought the wall was a little bit closer than he realized. What the? It whiffed! 1-2-1 counter hit! And just like that, Wizzy taking the first game on JoeCrush. We're still in losers, and it's still 1-2, guys. So JoeCrush on his last life here against Wizzy.
I will say, where there is a will, there is a way. Or where there is a Jack 8, there is a JoeCrush. And as aggressive as he can be even against Drag, I might, it might be a situation of maybe you just poke the bear a little too much, or maybe just Wizzy with his confidence here and started that launcher right with the tornado too. Overhead getting sick with it and even sidestepping out of it. JoeCrush not able to avoid this bulk of damage coming forward.
Run up heat burst. Man, again, Wizzy's in full control right now. Just had a really good read on the timing. Not going to do the heat version. Going to do the damage. Forward 3. Cancels it. Down forward 4. He's looking for a counter hit.
Down 2 on that one. Leave high leg. The down 2 coming in for Wizzy, though. Listen, down 2 reliable as it is. If it works once, should work again for at least a little bit of that poke with that counter. And that is going to be the trade coming in from Wizzy. Able to capitalize against the wall. Disrespectful grab coming forward to end the kick.
Man, perfect optimization right there. Obviously not going to kill. He's going to do a grip of damage. Might be a one-hit situation.
Just negative 1 HP.
Yikes!
Oh! Oh! Don't scare me like that again.
He low parried it. It was just a hair out of range because that back 1+2 actually is unsafe. It is launch punishable, but not able to get over quick enough and punish. No duck on 1-2. Dang, you gotta be careful in the 1-2. It's actually safe. Have to duck. It's a mid-high. Uh-oh, what's the mix now? Back 2. Forward 1-1. He finishing the string.
What?
Oh, man.
No, forget the 10
damage.
strings of Shaheen. The 10 strings of Jack 8 just sounds a little... No, matter of fact, 10 strings of JoeCrush might sound a little more menacing than it needs to be, Leapfrog.
The 10 strings of Dragunov. 10 strings of Sergey.
You know what? I see the vision. I'll mess with the idea.
Don't let me cook now.
No, I'm letting you cook. Listen, I have to let you cook. I have no choice. I will say, no other choice. JoeCrush just being forced in that defensive back foot, and Wizzy getting pure ruthless with it. And that's going to be the final round going forward here.
Joe needs this to tie up the set. Wizzy, one more round to eliminate JoeCrush from the tournament. Ducks the 1+2 throw. And right now, again, Wizzy just laying down the heat. Back 4-2-1. Finding the counter here on the last hit. 1+2. Oh, big whip! No, just a hair out of range. It normally is guaranteed there, but it's just a bit out of range since he got up. Big whiff punish and 2-0 for Wizzy to eliminate JoeCrush from the tournament.
A pixel off. I mean, if anything, kind of half upset, half almost... Did that really just happen? Especially against JoeCrush here. I mean, arguably one of the nastiest Jack 8 players going forward, but you have to remember, everybody and their grandfather has been playing Dragunov lately to a point that it's... I don't want to say Harada nerfed this character, but it is getting scary out in these streets, to say the least.
Yeah, it's getting very obsessive, to say the least. A lot of people have been kind of sticking out with the character, even despite the nerfs, which is crazy because, I mean, to think that Dragunov was better before this is just, it's unspeakable, unthinkable.
I mean, you say that, but when you think about it, right? You say nerfs, I say adjustments. I mean, that applies to a lot of people because you see one move that's just nerfed, you're gonna find another string or another way to make that character just as powerful as they used to be before. For Dragunov, that's really just no exception. As insane as this was, and on the stage, just with the sunset behind you, Wizzy took no quarter. Of course, I give it up to JoeCrush, who just really utilized a lot of the howls and just might have gotten mixed a little too much at some points. But listen, it happens. Still, Jack 8 just as terrifying.
Yeah, you saw Joe was really trying to slow down the game to Wizzy's level. But it's one of those things with Jack, it's kind of, I mean, not a bad character to do it with, but it's one of those things, Dragunov's just so much better getting these small pokes. I mean, he has a lot of good strings, back 4-2-1, you know, the 1-2-1, just a lot of counter hit opportunities that Jack doesn't really have a lot with a lot of the strings without meeting, you know, big punishes. Obviously, the forward 1-1, very good string as well, but those are very few and far between.
Say that one round where JoeCrush was able to get that perfect, just them 7 golden letters with the sunset behind you, still just as disgusting. And even with the counters, there was just always a way for Wizzy on the drag to come back and make it an even worse counter nightmare. And it was just quarterfinal, Wizzy and the Dragunov, 2-0 moving forward.
Yep. And again, it's just one of those things. It came down to the wire. I mean, again, that follow-up, normally after you get the one, or you get that, I think it's like up back 1+2 armor. You normally get the blue spark fist guaranteed, but he just a hair out of range. Wizzy was already getting up anyways, and it was able to use the back 4-3 retaliation and had heat, able to combo convert off of it, and it was just all Wizzy from there on out. So good stuff for Joe, finishing 5th place here tonight. But alas, Wizzy moving on, trying to make his way back into grand finals, but he's got to do it the long way.